Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little speed test comparison here between the Xperia X on the left and the Galaxy A5. These two can be had for a little bit different in terms of the price, but they are about the same in terms of what they bring to the table. So I just wanted to do a comparison here. I'm just going to boot them up at the same time. The A5 wasn't a cheap phone, but compared to the X, it sounds like, very good value for money. But which one is going to be faster here? So you can see the A5 is that little bit faster booting up, which is a nice start, actually quite a lot faster. So we have updated everything, got a software update with this recently, and everything's running the latest software. I think we've closed everything down as well. So let's see which one is quicker. So that was the X. X again. That was the A5. X again. That was the X. So the X is a little bit ahead here. That was a draw. Camera. About the same there. Different animations, obviously. We do have the Play Store. X again. So I think you can see here with the X you are getting a little bit better performance day to day. Music, about the same. And we do have a game. So going into a little bit faster here on the left. So he came up with it faster there, which is quite good.
Hey, so there he is, huh?
Hey.
Got you a nice little place to stay, Tony.
Thank you. So about the same going into it, really, not a massive difference, but I think day to day you can see if you're paying double the price, you're going to get a little bit better performance, and that is, what you would expect here, really. So did we do the weather? I don't think we did the weather. Let's just check that out as well, because we do like the weather here. So go. Again, you can see. So we can just check out the web browsing here, and we can just use, because Sony doesn't have a web browser anymore, so we can use the internal Samsung browser, which is best optimized obviously for Samsung device. So we can just check out some websites here. Tech Radar. Screens look really different here on this page. Go. So you can see, I think the advert loads a little bit faster here on the X. But I do like the bezel-less kind of well, there's not much bezel on the A5 compared to the X, if we're to be honest, and you are getting that Super AMOLED kind of contrast colour, which is good. Verge, so let's go. Again, the X here. I think that is good performance. And one more, GSM Arena. Go. So you can see, I think quite conclusively here, we do have slightly faster performance on the X when it comes to the web browsing, which is what I would expect at the end of the day. We can just have a look at the multitasking. I think the Samsung's still running Lollipop. It's really weird how Samsung makes so many phones but doesn't update them. And you can see this lens to superior multitasking on the X by quite a mile straight away. And the A series isn't a cheap phone, you know, it's quite expensive, so we would expect Marshmallow by now. But this one kept in memory, a bit of a reload there. I noticed the dialer seems to reload on the X phone. And different animation for the camera. About the game. So you can see dodgy memory on the A5 still, unfortunately. So I think you can see in terms of the raw performance, the Sony does come with a benefit here. But then again, you know, I'm not going to rule out the A5 really. It's still a fantastic phone when it comes to, it's cheaper than the X at the end of the day. You're getting a Super AMOLED display, which, you know, you can't really beat them. The display on the X is very good, don't get me wrong, but you can see it's almost edge to edge as well, which is really nice. You're also getting, obviously, I think big like battery life on the A5, which I remember I couldn't actually drain in a day when I tried it, so that's something pretty good. But the battery on the X is also pretty awesome in itself. I think you're getting more RAM though on the X. Obviously that's good for future proofing. Samsung could have put like 3 gigs of RAM, I think, in the A5 to make it a little bit more future proof. And you're obviously getting a more glass kind of construction, but it's more fragile on the Samsung. And I think the camera is more mid-range on the Samsung as well. So I have done some tests in the past and found that it wasn't really that much better than the A5 of 2014. So I think the camera is going to be better on the X. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here between these two. I'll probably compare the X with some other phones, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.